Friends, welcome back. This is episode 16 of the midday broadcast with Matthew here at the Forecast Edge on the Forecast Edge YouTube channel. We have an exciting play for you guys today, as we went over yesterday for the State of the Union, right? When we did State of the Union play, our four-legged play, each leg hit and paid out yesterday. So this was a big victory for us here at the Forecast Edge. Again, over a 38% return in less than a week, in just about a week, really. Now, this one is what we're going over today. Eggs over easy, our brand new um edge alert that just went off today. All right. Now, here is our thesis. The calendar matters, okay? We have uncovered a massive behavioral dislocation on the Kalshi board for the February CPI egg print, right? The retail crowd is currently panic pricing a headline driven biological shock, completely ignoring the structural reality of how the US government actually calculates monthly inflation data, okay? We are stepping in to exploit a positive 0.18 expected value EV edge, right? Here is the exact breakdown on why the market is wrong and how we are going to trade it here at the Forecast Edge, okay? So, first thing is going to be the retail trap, okay? The Pennsylvania bird flu. Retail traders are watching the news. They or we Retail traders are watching the news. They see the devastating, highly uh, patho- pathogenic avian influenza, the HPAI, right? This is an outbreak of the flu in Pennsylvania that has wiped out over 7.6 million commercial layers, okay? They remember the $6 egg prices on previous years, and they are blindly buying the yes bracket, assuming the grocery store prices are instantly spiking. Okay? The structural truth and our data backed edge. Before the Pennsylvania coal made headlines late in the month, right? The US egg market was in a state of historic oversupply. Okay. Flocks had fully recovered, driven wholesale prices off a cliff. Okay. So this is saying the influenza for the flu that the birds had, everything was supposed to be, in that manner, in that state of mind, is pressing for a panic where people are expecting that millions, if not hundreds of millions of product and supply will be affected by this um, influenza, which was wrong. All of the influenza was quickly resolved, and the actual um, supply, right, has now once again fully recovered. Blacks had fully recovered, driving wholesale prices off a cliff. Okay, so instead of the panic rising, they realized that it was an over panicked situation, and it's not actually going to be that big a deal. Okay, so check this out: the wholesale math. National negotiated loss, large white shell eggs plummeted by 46% over the last month, hitting a floor of just over 43 cents a dozen. Okay. Now, the retail, this is the retail reality in the latency arbitrage, right? Arbitrage. How do we know this while the rest of the market is still flying blind? This is how. The BLS CPI is notoriously slow for monthly data, okay? To get a real-time pulse on what consumers are actually paying, we bypass the BLS um, and get we bypass the BLS entirely and go straight to the USDA egg market news report. And again, if you click right here on the edge alert, it will take you to the exact data that we are going over. Okay, my friends? Now, back to this. Here's our source, the USDA AMS National Retail Report, shell eggs and egg products. Okay, this is published weekly, usually on Fridays. Here are the mechanics for it. The USDA actively scrapes over 29,000 retail grocery stores weekly circulars and ad flyers. Okay, this high frequency data showed conventional caged eggs were heavily featured at a weighted average price of $1.83 a dozen, okay? For the vast majority of February, we are front running the lag, okay? We are going to be front running the lag for the BLF print using a real-time retail scanner data, okay? Now, here's the BLS. Why the late month flu doesn't matter, okay? The Kalshi contract resolves based on the official Bureau of Labor Statistics, the BLS, CPI average price data, okay? Here it is. The averages game the BLS collection or collects pricing data continuously throughout the entire reference month to create a weighted average. Cannot erase 25 days of 46% wholesale collapse and aggressively retail discounting. The math simply does not allow the late month tail to wag the full month dog, right? There you have it. The supply chain latency. It is 2 to 3 weeks for a wholesale, right? It takes 2 to 3 weeks for a wholesale supply shock to fully drain cold storage reserves and force retail grocers to reprice their physical shelves nationwide, right? The Pennsylvania flu shock is real, but the inflation will not physically land until March data, right? Collection window, until the March data collection window. Now, the free edge, the flat rule. Ready? To resolve yes, the month over month change must strictly stay below 0.0%. No wins on both the negative and the flat outcomes. Okay, here is our execution matrix for our trade here. Ready? Based on the wholesale trajectory, our quantitative models assign an 85% to 90% probability that February's average retail price prints lower than January's, with the Kalshi crowd offering us a 67 cent. The expected value math dictates a heavy confident entry. Okay, so another one of our sayings, our brilliant partner and engineer here at the Forecast Edge, Thomas, if you can click it, you can trade it. He makes it ABC simple to trade and take the trade ideas that we provide for you guys here at the Forecast Edge. All you have to do is click the trade link and it will take you to the exact trade we're talking about, right? And you can see that we're in on this position. I have 32 contracts of no at 67 cents, right? Okay, and right now it's trading at 68 cents. So this is still a great time to get involved in this trade. Okay, will egg prices go up this month, right? Will egg prices go up this month? Again, on the right-hand side of the Kalshi screen, you'll see your trade table. It says 33 cents for yes and 68 cents for no. Remember, all predictive market contracts trade in a range of 0.01 cent to a full dollar. And you can also think of these predictive market contracts in percentages of percentages chance of a certain outcome, right? Probabilities. So it's telling me instead of 33 cents, there's a 33% chance that the price of eggs will go up this month. But there's a 68 percent chance that it will not go up this month, right? And that's what we're taking. And this is what our data and our edge alert is telling us, that it is more than likely not going to go up, and we have an additional edge using our edge alert here. So again, I'm in 32 of these contracts of no at 67 cents, right? And how I get into these, as you can see, the trade table is on buy right now, no. And you can buy in dollars or buy in contracts. You can also buy in limit orders, right? But so today, for example, I will buy a little bit more of our position here. I'll buy $2.50 more. Let's see. Put $5 more, okay, to make 7. So just a little over a 2-to-1 trade aspect there. And I'm adding to my positions. And now you can see my contracts went from the 32 no to 39 contracts of no at an average price of 67 cents, 67 and 20ths of a penny if you want, but really 67 cents, okay? And this is the exact trade that we're in here. Now, going back here, this is how great these edge alerts are. Ready? It's giving you the whole thing. There was our trade link. It's telling us buy no for eggs prices will not go up. The execution price is acceptable up to the 75 cent mark, okay? currently is trading near 67. This is when our edge alert went off, and we just saw that it's still trading 68, 67 right. And the bankroll sizing for this position, what we would recommend is 10 to 15% of actual risk capital. Right. Now check it right here. Disclaimer, not financial advice. Prediction markets also involve high risk. Only trade with capital you can afford to lose, of course, okay? Now, buy the no contract, let the retail crowd chase the headlines, let the calendar burn out for the rest of the month, and collect the payout. When the official BLS data drops on March 11th, don't just predict profit, okay? And again, this is not financial advice. These are just the exact trades we're taking here at the Forecast Edge. Okay. And with the members, if you are interested in getting an edge alert or being a part of our trading community, this is how you do so. You go to our website, theforecastedge.com. Again, that is theforecastedge.com. All right. There on the right hand side, you will see we have joined the war room. When you join the war room, you'll select which plan is right for you, and then you will be granted access to our edge alerts via our Substack, right? And each of these thumbnails that you see in front of you is another trade idea. And again, the year is just starting, but we have seen some fantastic returns on these positions. So, and again, we already have over 120 people in our trading community, and we want you guys to be a part of it too. So, real quick, we'll go back to this just to show you. Now, if say I wanted to get out, how do you get out of these Kalshi predictive market plays, right? So when this trade starts working in our favor and say I want to scale out of some of my contracts, all I have to do is go to the sell contract, okay, of the trade table on the right-hand side here, and I can choose how many contracts out of the 39 no contracts I have to get out of, right? So for example, say I wanted to get out of half of them or just about half of them, I could do 21 contracts, and it would get me out of a majority of my position here. And that's really as simple as it is. Kalshi has made it very user friendly to execute trades on these predictive market contracts. Again, if you guys need help with it, please leave a comment or reach out to us via social media or email or even um, signing up to our trading community, and therefore you guys will be a part of the trades that we take every day. Even for example, here this was the IBIT, the iShares Bitcoin ETF Trust. We took the IBIT February 6th, 46 and $47 puts, and these ones produce returns of over 500%. If you put up $100 on this trade, you would make $502 on your 100. And again, here was another one for the Tesla play that produced returns of 307%. And this one, on your $100 investment, you would have made $307 on that one. Okay. And again, all it is to sign up for our community is going to our website. You're going to join the war room. You'll select which plan's right for you, and you're granted access to these edge alerts. And again, we also offer much more than just edge alerts in our Substack. We do coaching. We are teachers of retail traders and individual investors. We teach the what it takes um, to think and act, take action as needed to be a successful and to be a profitable trader. These are things we go over every day in our coaching, and we host live rooms. And we teach both the execution of trading and most importantly the discipline, whether it be the psychological discipline or whether it be the structural discipline that is required in your day-to-day trading. Okay. Again, um, so this was our episode for today on the Forecast Edge Midday Broadcast. What we did is the eggs over easy. And again, this was the State of the Union play that we just did. We all four of our legs covered, and they're right here. We give you the exact trade that we want you guys to be taking, right? Or that we're going to be taking ourselves, and the thesis and reasoning why we're getting in. And we had one, two, three, and four legs on this. And it was as simple as right here. When you load in Kalshi Trade Link, you go into this, and you can see now, right down here, fraud hit, ICE and National Guard hit, nuclear hit, trillion hit. And this is just one of many of our edge alerts that have gone off this year that have been profitable and have been successful. And again, we have over 100 people in our trading community, and we want you guys, if you're looking for a trading community, there is no better trading community than the Forecast Edge, because this is what we do every day. We're transparent. We want to help you guys trade. We want to help you guys understand financial markets and financial instruments. And in doing so, um, that is the end all be all for us here at the Forecast Edge. We want you guys to understand how to use financial instruments and make a profit, whether it be predictive markets, futures contracts, option contracts. Or even like we said, if you're looking for coaching in your own individual trading career, these are all things that we offer here at the Forecast Edge. Okay. Now, with that being said, don't just predict profit, and we will catch you in tomorrow's video. Okay? Thank you for checking it out. Happy trading. Like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.